Talkopolis, the social media TV network for your city.
Welcome to Nashville's Best, where we focus on Nashville's best businesses. I'm Kara Bates-Jennings. Today we're showcasing Sean Richardson. Hi, Sean.
Hi there.
Thanks for being here today.
My pleasure.
So I know you used to work for a law firm. Tell us why you decided to start your own business.
Well, I've always been interested in being an entrepreneur, and I have a number of friends who have started businesses successfully here in Nashville, restaurants, nonprofits, for-profits, and so I think I've just had a desire for a while now to basically start a business, and my business is law, so it made sense to try to start my own firm.
Wow, and what got you interested in law?
I actually was a social worker for a number of years. I did child protection work and had to appear in court regularly. So through that process, realized that I felt like I was pretty good at it, and kind of one thing led to another. So.
Yeah. And what areas do you focus on, specialize in?
At this point, I'm doing mostly divorce cases, but I also do a lot of small business litigation. Basically, if somebody's getting sued, they'll come to me and I'll defend them.
Wow, divorce. So what made you want to get into such a difficult area of specialty and other areas like that?
I would say probably just my background in social work. I mean, I dealt with many difficult situations, and so I don't get easily flustered if I'm faced with a difficult family situation, for instance. I really enjoy working with clients. I really enjoy helping people in difficult points in their lives.
Yeah. And what would you say you've noticed as people who come to you and they need help? What have you noticed about those people?
Unfortunately, one of the things that I notice a lot is that people try to do the process alone. Understandably, law is obviously can cost people money, and so I think that people want to do things in the least expensive manner possible, which is very understandable. But I've seen that there's a high percentage of people who've gotten themselves into difficulties because they tried to do divorce or handle a lawsuit alone and then come to me to kind of pick up the pieces. So that's a very common scenario that I deal with.
So it's fair to say that, it's very beneficial to someone to hire you as opposed to handling their legal problems on their own.
I would say that's absolutely my experience. That's absolutely true. There may be situations, minor legal difficulties, where if somebody wants to do the research and figure out, look into handling it, I wouldn't necessarily recommend against that. But in most legal matters, you should probably call me instead of handling it on your own.
I'm sure that's true. I can see why. And what would you say is something that you really enjoy about being an attorney?
As I mentioned, I think the client contact, I really like working with people. I like trying to help people solve their problems. I would say also one of the biggest things I enjoy is I get such a wide range of calls about my services. I mean, I've had a call from somebody who's in Afghanistan within the last couple weeks. I have calls, basically from all over the world because of my form of advertising online. So you really encounter some very interesting dilemmas that people are facing and are able to help people address those.
Wow. How do you advertise online?
I have a number of different social networking tools that I use, but www.lawofficenashville.com is my website, and my company is actually Law Office Nashville, PLLC.
Wow, that's great. So, Sean, what really brought you to Nashville?
I came to Nashville to attend Vanderbilt Law School, and I do, like many people here, have an interest in the music industry. And so that was also an appeal, and decided to stick around after school.
Wow, how do you like Nashville?
I love it. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. I've actually, as a hobby, gotten into the acting scene here, which is a lot easier to break into than other parts of the country. So I think there's a lot going on here, a lot of interesting people and things to do. And it's a place that I'm very happy to live.
I agree with you. You can never be bored in Nashville, can you?
No.
And as you were talking earlier about the different ways you help people, I can't help but think about the many individuals you've probably seen go through ups and downs. Is there anyone that really sticks out in your mind? You feel like, gosh, they really were trying to handle things on their own and went through a lot.
I mean, there's many cases like that, and unfortunately, I mean, there's someone who just approached me within the last week. I obviously can't give a lot of details because of the confidential nature of the work, but who probably over a year, almost a year ago now, had a judgment in his favor, and due to the technical requirements of law, was unable to collect the judgment because certain things weren't filed right when he tried to do it on his own, and it has just dragged out for almost a year, and potentially he may not be able to collect the judgment that was awarded to him. So now I'm stepping in and helping him. But I think that's a common scenario, unfortunately.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That's really helpful. Sean, thank you for being on Nashville's Best.
My pleasure.
This is where we focus on Nashville's best businesses, and today we showcased Sean Richardson. Sean, how do people find you?
People can contact me at 615-945-2900 or look at my professional Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Law Office Nashville.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Thank you for watching Nashville's Best. I'm Kara Bates Jennings.